And we welcome you, the 2025 Cinco de Mayo tournament here, Perfect Game, the 2025 event here in Fullerton at the ZT Parks, aka the Yard, as the ZT organization rehabilitating these fields here at the Yard and taking over the complex and putting some great work into this community, and looking forward to all the progress they make going forward here with the baseball complex here, now known as ZT Parks. We're ready to get things started off, get things going here this afternoon. Two good teams going after one another. The Raw Talent Baseball Organization going against the ZT Prospects 14U national team. And the Prospects will be the home team. Henry Kunsteller on the bump for the Prospects, the right-handed hurler. He'll take care of business on the hill for them. Starting things out behind the plate, Jimmy Stout catching. Over on the first base side, Easton O'Quinn. Second base, in the 4 spot, Blake Barberane. Over in the 5 spot, Jordan Leon on third. And in the 6 spot, Charlie Blaylock. Out in left field, Brandon Manavong. He'll take care of business there. And in center field for the club, Tristan Brown. He'll take care of business in center, managing the outfield. And rounding things out on the right side will be Brody Taylor. That's the defensive alignment for the Prospects 14U national team. A semifinal matchup. The winner goes to the show and will have an opportunity at the title. A must-win situation here on Championship Sunday. Our head umpire here, Ken, working with his partner, Chris, on the infield. As Stout gets ready to fire one down to second, and Blaylock will glove it up and we'll be ready to go. To start things off, Isaac. And we'll be ready to get things started here this afternoon. Heading towards 5:30 p.m. here in Southern California, Championship Sunday. And two good matchups here for semifinals. And I mentioned the winner will move on to the championship round and have a shot at the title here this Sunday, and of course Cinco de Mayo weekend. Ken, our head umpire, puts it in play. Kunsteller ready to deal. And a ball up. The count is 1-0. And a 2-0 count. And Kunsteller locates a good pitch, gets the outer third and paints the black there. And the count is 2-1. And deep center, and that'll drop in. Tristan Brown was looking at it, and as though he had maybe a move on it, but it was shallow. And on board with a single, the leadoff hitter, Jay Koo, steps in. And the count is 1-0. The batter Jack in the box here. No pun intended. Kunsteller from the stretch. Isaac over at first. O'Quinn playing first base, holding him on. Pitch on the way. Ball's deep in the gap and backing up. And on the fence line. And a good throw in, and they'll cut it there. And like that, a double deep to center. And runners at the corners. Actually second and third. Time is called on the field. Batter Vincent will step in. So Kunsteller with no outs and runners at second and third. And a ball misses there. The count is 1-0. Henry, a tall pitcher with a long stride. Again, these short mounds, stepping off can be a little challenging at times. And he'll answer back with a good-looking pitch up the middle. And the count's 2-0. And he lays off there. And a time called. The count's 3-0. So a 3-0 count here. Runners at second and third. Bunt shown, and a strike called. So Kunsteller locates, gets the outer third of the plate, and the count goes to 3-1. And a good pitch there for Kunsteller, and fouled. Count goes to 3-2. And ball four. Bases loaded, no outs. Well, Coach Ortez, and a quick visit out on the hill here with the prospects just looking to get an out on the boards here, bases loaded. And a semifinal matchup, two good organizations getting after it. The winner of this one, as I mentioned, will move on to the championship round. Once again, the 2025 Perfect Game Cinco de Mayo tournament here at ZT Parks in Fullerton, here in Southern California. And again, if you're ever traveling in this area and looking for a facility to train at, you can go to the ZT Academy. They're right next to Angel Stadium. And of course, if you're traveling in Houston and around the country at Perfect Game events, there's the ZT Houston Academy as well. We're ready to go here, and batter Samuel will step in. And pitch inside, missing, and the count is 1-0. And a ball chopped foul at the plate. The count goes to 1-1. And Kunsteller, strike called outside. Good pitch, so Kunsteller paints the outside part of the plate. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Back to Kunsteller. They're going to come home there. They get 1 there and 2. So an excellent play off of the mound. Henry Kunsteller knew exactly the situation. They come home, the force is out, and the batters down the line is out as well. count is 1-0 to the batter, Mark. Runners at second and third with 2 outs, as the force at home there to Jimmy Stout from Kuhnsteller. And then the throw down by Jimmy to first, and the ball is low. The count goes to 2-0. And Kuhnsteller, outside part of the plate, fastball. And the count goes to 2-1. And a ball chopped foul at the plate, and a 2-2 count. So Kuhnsteller getting into his groove, finding his rhythm, looking for an out here with runners at second and third. And 2 outs here, and a 2-2 count on the batter, Mark, here in the top of the first frame. And a ball chopped foul again, so Kuhnsteller working the batter efficiently here as batter takes a cut, Mark, and fouls it off. Just inside the box here, and we'll go back to the 2-2 count. And just chopped foul, just got the edge of the barrel there and inside the box, and the count is still holding at 2-2. So Kuhnsteller and ball 3. Correction, ball 4. Count was full. My apologies there. And on board with a walk with 2 outs. And the batter, Michael, will come in. So Stout has a visit. And Charlie Blaylock, a couple of quick words with Kuhnsteller. And shuffling the deck with runners. I don't have their numbers, so I don't know their. Well, we're ready to go here in the bottom of the first frame, no score, as the ZT prospects will get on the offensive side. Jordan Leon will start things off. Bentley, the pitcher of record for Raw. I don't know any other positions as the coach didn't write him down, so I'll do my best to try to identify. Pitch on the way, ball's upstairs, fastball misses. The count is 1-0. I'll try to do my best, as I mentioned, on the defensive side to determine who the players are if I can locate a number. And a ball misses there. The count's 2-0. I do know Bentley, number 17, is the pitcher of record, as the coach did identify that. So I'll have to chase him down for you. Ball's upstairs, a 3-0 count. Jordan Leon laying off there and being disciplined at the plate. And a ball's upstairs, ball 4. 4-pitch walk administered to Jordan Leon. And he'll find himself 90 feet down to first base, and he'll bring up monster Nateo Victorio. So Nateo will step in with Leon at first. Coach Sam down on the first base side. Carlos Avila, the skipper, down on the third base side. And we're ready to go. And a ball missing out, and the count is 1-0. And a ball low in and keeping it out in front. And the count is 2-0 to Victorio as the second baseman comes in for a quick word. And Victorio patient back in the box here. Leon over on the first base side for the prospects from the stretch. Throw over to first and back in plenty of time. And a strike outside. The count goes to 2-1. So Victorio takes a look. And a ball up and out. The count goes to 3-1. So Victorio not biting on the outer part of the plate as it was up in the zone. And the count goes to 3-1. On deck, Easton O'Quinn. And ball's pulled foul to the right side and the other side of the baseball park and out of play. And the count goes full to 3-2. So Victorio steps in and a 3-2 count. Throw back to first, and Leon gets back in time. Coach Sam over there keeping his eye on Leon. Strike 3 call at the plate. Victorio gets caught looking upstairs on the 90 feet down to second is Jordan Leon, and a strikeout at the plate with 1 out. Quick visit to the mound. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, back to live action. We're ready to go here. Easton O'Quinn will step in. Jordan Leon over at second. And Bentley gets the first out. And Victorio looking there with 1 down here. Bottom of the first inning. And O'Quinn, curveball there, and the count is 0-1. Second baseman shuffling around. He'll range up. Ball is out. The count goes to 1-1. Ball upstairs. Fastball missing. The count goes to 2-1. As O'Quinn being patient here. And a ball just missing there on the curveball. And the count goes to 3-1. So Easton O'Quinn and a 3-1 count here at the plate. Leon again, modest lead at second. The second baseman's in tight on the bag, and the shortstop's ranged up here. A long look for Bentley, pitch on the way, and ball pulled foul. So good stroke, pulled foul down the third base side, and the count goes full of 3-2. So Quinn with one out. Looking to get something going here for his club. And Bentley on the other side looking for an out. No move to second. Bentley will step off. And upstairs, fastball. O'Quinn chases it. And a swing and a miss. And 2 outs like that will bring up Blake Barberena. So the prospects with a runner scoring position here with good speed on the bases in Jordan Leon. Barberena steps in as the defense has shifted considerably. And slow roller, and that'll do it right there. So the prospects will strand one. We're through one frame, no score. We'll be right back. Well, back to live action. We're ready to go here. We're through one frame and no score. A good matchup, a semifinal here. The winner gets a shot at the title here this afternoon in the conclusion Championship Sunday, the 2025 Cinco de Mayo Perfect Game Tournament here at ZT Parks. And new turf down on the fields and a lot happening here in Fullerton as good things coming forward here for the baseball complex and other activities. So Kunsteller ready to go, and Bentley looks at a ball that counts 1-0. Third base side, Leon a little trouble there, in and out of the glove. And on board with a single. Fouled off. The count's 0-1. Kunsteller will work ahead here. Push bunt, and Kunsteller gets the out. They advance the runner. So a little bit of small ball there will advance the runner Bentley, the pitcher of record, and 1 out. And the 9-hitter Jacob will step in. Blaylock in tight on Bentley, the runner on base for raw talent baseball. Pitch on the way. Kunsteller, good curveball there. Count is 0-1. And a ball hit back up the middle, and a little bobble. They're going to throw it home. They got a potential play, and O'Quinn cuts it as he's covering, and runners at the corners. A 1 out. And runners at the corners here in the top of the second frame with no score, and Jacob number 2 will step in. I don't have the first names or positions, so my apologies there. I just know it's another Jacob and a strike called there. So Kunsteller works ahead here. The count is 0-1 with 1 out. And Jimmy Stout, Leon was moving up the line as well as the runner. And the count goes to 1-1. 2-2. And a ball and 2 strikes. And fastball upstairs. The count goes to 2-2. So ball and 2 strikes. Back to Kunsteller. They'll hold the runner at third, and he'll get the out over there to O'Quinn. So Kunsteller showing his defensive prowess this afternoon. He's made a couple of plays off of the bump, and Henry will take care of the out himself there. So Kunsteller playing some defense for the club today. And he's managed 2 plays there. So runner at second and third, 2 outs. And foul tip. And top of the order with the batter Isaac. The count's 0-1.
The rugged Honduran.
Good stop for Jimmy Stout on a breaking ball. The count goes to 1-1. And Kunsteller and the prospects with 2 outs on the books. Kunsteller fires, good pitch there, gets the strike, and a ball and 2 strikes on the batter. Isaac, the leadoff hitter. And Kunsteller seems to be settling in nicely here. Henry shakes off, sees the call. Likes what he sees here. The 1-2 pitch. And the ball's cut foul and out of play.
Go ahead, dog.
And the ball's deep to the right side. And on the fence, here comes one. And here comes two. No play at second. So a double. And 2 runs across. And the fastball gets hung up and well hit there. And they'll bring across 2 here with 2 outs. The batter Jack will step in. And that ball is up. The count's 1-0.
Come on, Henry. Come on, Henry.
And Jack gets out of the way of that one, and the count is 2-0. So the changeup gets away from Kuhnsteller, and the batter Jack bails out of the box there. It just got a bit away from him. And the count is 2-0. So the prospects here in the top of the second frame looking to get that third out. Ooh, and right to the coach down to the third base side. He wore that one. We'll just leave him down there at third. We're not going to put him on. He's smiling. He looks okay. That's the key right there. That was a hard hit ball. He's got a little smile on his face like, okay, I'm wearing it. And the count goes to 2-1. And a good pitch there, just misses up. And
That's a strike.
And the count's 3-1.
That's a strike.
High fly ball. And Leon off of third base pulls it in. So Leon takes care of business, but they bring 2 over. We'll head to the bottom of the second frame. We'll be right back. And a ball outside for Bodie Taylor here in the bottom of the second. Prospects looking to get back on it, and Taylor takes a cut foul into the parking lot. That could be trouble for a car parked, and it's not. So fouled off, a 1-1 count to Brody Taylor. And Taylor looking to get moving here. Pitch on the way. Taylor, left side, that gets through. Oh, a good grab, and not in time. So Taylor gets down the line. A great defensive effort, though. A good effort from the shortstop, but Taylor got down the line quickly and on board with a single. And stepping in is Jimmy Stout. The prospects get Brody Taylor off here, and the 6-hitter steps in Jimmy Stout. Strike low, the count is 0-1.
One big game, James. Go.
Stout, right side, that ball's deep. The right fielder's backing up to his left and able to pull it in. And a high fly out for Jimmy Stout. And Charlie Blaylock will step in. So a visit out to the mound here, so will be time on the field. Prospects knocking on the door. Stay with us. Well, back to live action. Charlie Blaylock ready to go and looks at a strike. The count is 0-1. Yes, it was. Once again, we know who that was. Good Lord. If it's not once, it's twice. And back quickly was Brody Taylor. As if you're laughing, the Peanut Gallery, and of course, Todd Kuhnsteller is the official Peanut Gallery director here for ZT Baseball. But we're ready to go. Let's get back into the game. Another throw over to the first base side. Brody Taylor diving back, and of course, humor at his expense. Nonetheless, the 0-1 count here to Charlie Blaylock. Ball is low, blocked out in front, and the count goes even to 1-1. Runner goes. Throw down, a one-hopper is not there. And caroms off the glove over on the second base side. And Brody Taylor in with a 1-2 count and moves up 90 feet. So a 1-2 count here. Brody Taylor aggressive on the bases. Blaylock, third base side. High throw is in time. And 2 outs on the books, and Daniel Badar will step in.
Lock in, bro. Let's go. Be clutch.
And that ball bounces, a good block out in front. And Badar looks at a ball, the count is 1-0. D will step out and reload. a ball low, so Badar not biting there, and the count is 2-0.
Let's go, D.
Time is called. Coach Carlos Avila wants to have a word with Badar, with Brody Taylor parked at second. Once again, you're enjoying the 2025 Perfect Game Cinco de Mayo tournament here. The ZT Parks, beautiful facility and complex, under construction, and great things coming forth here in the community here in Fullerton. So Badar locked and loaded after a quick word with the skipper Carlos. And D takes a cut there, and the count is 2-1.
Good cut. That's all you got, D.
And Badar, another big swing there, and the count goes even to 2-2. And Badar, foul tip into the glove. And they'll leave one on. We'll head to the third. We'll be right back. Well, Kuhnsteller will continue here on the hill, the top of the third frame, 2-0, as the prospects, a couple of opportunities early on, just not able to manufacture, and Henry settling in, and we'll go here in the third, in a semifinal matchup. Winner moves on to the championship round here in the Cinco de Mayo Championship Sunday event here, brought to you by Perfect Game, and we'll be ready to go here. So the Raw Talent Club will go 3-4-5 here in the top of the third. And Kuhnsteller just missing there. The count's 1-0 on the curveball. And a 2-0 count. And a swing there, a cut at the plate. Kuhnsteller runs it through. The count is 2-1. Right side, good gather there. Badar will take it himself. So Badar gloves it up, and he'll take the out himself, one down. So Kuhnsteller, a little maintenance on his cleat there as the batter Samuel steps in, bats in the 4 spot with 1 out. Swing and a miss there, and Kuhnsteller gets him on the outer part of the plate, and the count is 0-1. And the same pitch again, back to back, so good drop on that pitch for Kuhnsteller, well ahead here at 0-2. And basically the same pitch, just didn't drop in a little bit late, and the count is 1-2. So Henry working his curveball on a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, strike 3 there on the outside part of the plate. So Kuhnsteller, the good sequence there, and we'll pick up the out. So 2 down, and the batter Mark will step in, the 5-hitter. Just a little past 6 p.m. here on Sunday evening, and Kuhnsteller will lead ahead with the strike. The count's 0-1. Cooler temperatures here. We've had a high ceiling all weekend, some rain yesterday as time's called at the plate. And the prospects looking to get themselves back to the offensive side here with 2 outs and an 0-1 count. Did he go at the plate? Yes, he did. Down the line, they yield inside to Chris, the infield umpire, and the count is 0-2. Right side, cut foul, out of play. And a ball just low there. The count is 1-2. And strike 3, Kuhnsteller gets it through. He's feeling good coming off the bump there, and they go 1, 2, 3. Prospects will get on the offensive side. They're chasing 2 to get even here in the semifinal matchup. Chris Allard with the call. We'll be right back. Well, we are on the bottom of the 3rd to start things off. Brandon Manavong. And Manavong hit by pitch there in the shoulder. And he'll head down 90 feet, one pitch and on board. So Tristan Brown will step in with no outs. Manavong over at first in good speed. And the ball low. The count is 1-0. Throw back across. Manavong back in time. And a cut there for Brown at the plate and fouled straight back. And the count goes even at 1-1. Well, Tristan steps back in with a 1-1 count on him. And Manavong at first. Manavong takes a little secondary there. Another throw back over. And Manavong back in time. They're tossed back over to first base, and Manavong back again safely. And a ball low on the inside, and a good grab behind the plate, and the count leaving up at 2-2. Lights coming on the field here as we're pushing about 17 minutes after the hour of 6 p.m. this Sunday. Championship Day, semifinal matchup you're enjoying. Another throw over to first base. Obviously, the pitcher, Bentley, somewhat concerned about Manavong. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, ball 3, so missing on the inner half, and Tristan not biting there, stays disciplined in the box, and the 3-2 pitch here as Tristan locked and loaded. Right side, pulled foul on an elevated ball.
You got this?
As Tristan takes a stroke there. So Bentley goes upstairs there, and Brown will step back in. Another throw back over to first. Fly ball. Left fielder will pull it in. So 1 out with Jordan Leon stepping in. A visit out to the mound and how they're going to pitch to Jordan Leon. Stay with us. We'll be right back. So Jordan Leon will step in here, and Manavong parked at first with 1 out. And trouble there, that gets away. No, and shallow, just in the first cut of grass there, and not too far off the first base. And Manavong stays put. Ball upstairs for the strike. The count's 0-1. Ball up, the count goes to 1-1. So even count for Jordan Leon as he takes a look down to third base to Coach Carlos Avila. Manavong still parked at first. Bentley throwing a lot over there. Pitch on the way, the ball is low and out. The count goes to 2-1. Another throw over, and Manavong back again. And hesitation there, a ball called at the plate. The count goes to 3-1. So just missing, and Leon not biting there, so he lays off, and the count goes to 3-1. So a hitter's count here for Jordan Leon. Ball 4, so a miscue for Bentley, and on board is Jordan Leon with one out, and Nateo Victorio. And another visit out to the mound could be the second visit. We'll see what's happening here. And they're going to shuffle the deck here, I think, with the pitching situation, and that'll do it right there. So Bentley will step off, and they'll bring in a new pitcher. We'll let you know what's happening. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, some shuffling of players here as Coach Ortez talks to his guys, and a little communication, again, some familiarity with some of the players here from Coach, of course, the coaches Carlos and Coach Eric Ortiz. A lot of players and coaches knowing each other from in and around this area. And we'll get you the names of the pitching change here in just a moment. Catching change as well. So once again, as I mentioned, the pitching change here, Jacob Perez taking over, Bentley behind the plate, who was the pitcher of record to start with, as Coach Carlos heads down the line to third, and we'll be ready to go. Victoria waits on deck. We're ready to put it in play here. So Ket, our head umpire, takes care of it there. And we are ready to go here. Runners at first and second. All right, back to live action. We're ready to go here. Victoria will step in, and runners at first and second with one out. Pitching change, Perez on the hill. We'll be ready to go. Ball outside. The count is 1-0. Lefty, lefty. Out of the box. The second baseman bobbles, and then the throw's off the bag. And now you've got runners at the corners, and the prospects will bring up Easton O'Quinn with one out, and the score's 2-1. So what ends up being a broken play, everybody staying with it, pays off, and the ball's low, and the count's 1-0.
Good job, kid.
So an interesting set of circumstances unveiled there, and the prospects turn out on the upside. And a throw over to first. And again, we're getting circus noise from Todd Kuhnsteller as the circus continues to roll on from Honduras behind me. As O'Quinn steps in, we'll quiet that mess up real quickly. Pitch on the way, low, and the count is 2-0. This is Lifetime at its finest. Welcome to an evening here at ZT Parks. So a high leverage situation turns out to be favorable for the prospects. O'Quinn with a 2-0 count and one out. And a ball's outside, and Victoria will move up 90 feet to second on the pass ball, and the count is 3-0. So O'Quinn with an opportunity. You've got the right guy in the right spot. Strike outside, O'Quinn taking a look. So they're going to put O'Quinn on, and they're going to bring up Blake Barbarena. So an intentional walk, and you've got a match up here for the ages as Barbarena will step in. The bases are juiced with one out. And a strike there. The count is 0-1. Barbarena, they go one there, and they get two, they get out of it. But the prospects bring one over. Coach Carlos not real happy about the situation at first. And an awkward position there, but nonetheless, they'll turn it over. We'll be right back. Well, back to live action. We're ready to go here. Kunstiller stays on the bump, and Jimmy Stout, a couple of quick words with his man as we're getting ready to go here.
Come on, Henry. Let's go.
And the prospects were able to bring one across. And it's a 2-1 affair here as a lot of time shuffling around here, and we're ready to go. Lights on the field. As you can see, field's starting to light up nicely. We're ready to go. They go 6, 7, 8 here with Michael stepping in. Count is 0-1. So Kunstiller will work ahead. And a good pitch there, so Kunstiller. Henry works ahead here at 0-2. And a pitch on the way. Curveball misses there, the count's 1-2. So a 1-2 count. And swing and a miss, strike 3. Kunstiller, he's pumped up and shows some emotion there with the strikeout. And that'll bring in
Go ahead, dog.
Bentley hitting in the 7 spot.
Let's go. Come on, buddy. Stick to what you know now.
And that gets away. And the count is 1-0. Count goes to 1-1. And the count goes to 2-1. And a good pitch there. And a changeup. And the count goes to 2-2. Manavong gathers. Good throw is in time. So 6-3 on the putout, and Badar pulls that in nicely. And a good throw for Manavong. There's 2 down. Ashton steps in the 8-hitter. And a strike there, so good pitch at 83. So Kunstiller bringing a little heat here, and the count is 0-1. And a ball outside, a good differential there on the changeup, 74 miles an hour. And the count is 0-2. And Kunstiller just missing out, and a ball and 2 strikes at the plate. Kunstiller just missing. And the ball's low. The count goes full at 3-2. Plate, the bat was tossed. He thought he was on. And Kunstiller gets the K. It's been a good one so far. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. The prospects will get on the offensive side. Well, we're ready to go here as we get underway at the bottom of the fourth frame. It's a 2-1 affair. Prospects chasing one to get even. And we are ready to roll here. Perez stays on the hill for raw talent. And Brody Taylor will step in. So Taylor, Coach Avila, the skipper, heads down to third. Coach Carlos on his way, and we're ready to roll here. So Taylor will step in. We're in the bottom of the fourth.
Come on.
And Perez steps off right away as Carlos looking at the head coach thinking he's calling his pitches. And they're both laughing at each other there. Pitch on the way. Ball's out. The count's 1-0. And a ball just missing. The count goes to 2-0 to Taylor as he lays off. As Perez working the outer third of the plate. Taylor, hard hit ball, and the first baseman was able to gather and glove that quickly. And one down. Jimmy Stout will step in. On deck, Charlie Blaylock. Prospects trying to get back that other run to even things up here in the fourth. Ball's outside. Count goes to 1-0.
Go, Jimmy!
Jimmy Stout, right side. That ball's going to be out of the field area. And they're questioning something there. And that's a foul ball, so. So the infield umpire makes the right call there, so it's a 1-1 count. And the count goes to 2-1.
Go, Jimmy!
And a fastball out and up, and the count goes to 3-1. So Jimmy Stout staying patient in the box here. As Perez takes him to a 3-1 count, he's still in a hitter's count here at 3-1. And ball four, so Jimmy Stout gets a free ride, and he's on board with a walk, and that'll bring Charlie Blaylock up. So they're going to run for Stout, and they'll bring in Cameron Walters. As Coach Sam working first base, having a couple of words with his guy.
Go, Charlie!
Perez has got a direct line of sight over to first base. And almost a perfect bunt right there, just rolled foul.
Almost.
As a good effort for Charlie Blaylock, he'll come back.
Got
So
this, Charlie.
good idea for Blaylock. And Walters steps back on in first. Throw over to first. And a ball upstairs, the fastball misses, and the count goes to 1-1. And another throw over to first. And the count is 1-1 to Blaylock. Daniel Badar on deck for the Prospects. The 1-1 pitch. Ball outside. The count goes to 2-1. Just missing out. And a 2-1 count. Blaylock. They go one there. It's safe at first. He's off the bag, and the infield umpire says no. The play is pulled off the bag. You've got the force, and Walters will be out for sure, but pulled off the bag on the first base side. Blaylock will get on board. They're going to consult here, and we'll see what decision is made here. I'm not sure what the conversation is about, but from our angle, looked as though he did pull him off. Safe at first. Call holds. So 2 outs, and Bedard will step in.
Come on, Donnie, we need you, baby. Step into it, Dope. Step into it, Buckaroo. Let's go.
Let's go, D.
Fastball up. The count is 1-0.
Be on time, Buckaroo. Let's go.
You got this, D.
And a strike there. The count evens up at 1-1. And Bedard, well hit ball. That ball could just gets caught. And Bedard with a solid barrel. Center fielder jumped on it quickly, but Bedard gets a good stroke there. And they'll leave one on the bags. We'll head to the 5th. It's a good one. We'll be right back. Back to live action, ready to go. Kunstiller. In and out. Barberena, routine play. 4-3 put out.
One. Let's go, boys. 2 and 3. That's it.
So Barberena to Bedard on the official scorecard. 4-3 put out. And Kunstiller works ahead. The count is 0-1. And swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Let's go.
Ball's chopped foul. And tagged in between the wings there. Kunstler lets that fly. And that was a stinger there. And hit by pitch with 1 out. So Kunstler working quickly. And they're going to walk that off. Count is 1-0 to the batter, Isaac. And a good stop. Jimmy Stout blocks it out in front. No movement off of the base. And a 2-0 count to the leadoff hitter to the top of the order here. And fastball in for the strike. Count. And 2. 6-4-3, the good turn. That'll do it. They leave one on. Manavong takes care of business himself. To Badar, we're good to go. Ken puts it in play. Bottom 5. And Manavong takes a cut at the plate. The count is 0-1.
Got this, B.
And the count goes to 1-1.
Way to go, Blue. You got some hops, Blue.
Manavong, hard hit ball. And outside the reach of the shortstop, he elevated, but Manavong gets a knock and on board with a single.
Let's go, T-shirt.
So Tristan Brown will step in. And a visit out to the mound. And I can tell you, as part of the process, it's called the slowdown game. And a lot of coaches will do it. It's just the essence of the game, and it's strategic, but it's all in the hands of the umpire to keep things moving and fairness across both sides of the field.
Repeat.
Ms. TL would like to have a repeat on that one, and I can't roll back the tape right at this point in time, TL, but you know I certainly would. And we're ready to go here as Tristan Brown will step in.
Let's go, T-shirt.
So Perez with the runner on, and
Come on, baby.
Tristan Brown steps in. On deck, Jordan Leon. Ball's outside and a pass ball. And Manavong on a delayed run, he saw the pass ball, but he parked it for a moment and almost got thrown out. He did go back to first,
Good job, B.
and
Focus. Let's go.
a ball at the plate. The count is 1-0 to Tristan Brown. So a moment here for the prospects, and a pass ball puts Manavong 90 feet closer. Ball's up and out. The count goes to 2-0.
Go, Tristan.
So Brown patient at the plate, and
Move on now.
we're in the bottom of the 5th.
Good job.
A lot of shuffling over there. Pitch on the way. Ball outside, so the count is 3-0.
Go T-shirt. Come on.
Coach Carlos down on third, communicating to Tristan. Manavong shuffling around, pitch on the way, strike called there.
Go Tristan.
And the count is 3-1. So Tristan still in a hitter's count here, and Manavong at second.
Good job. Move him over. Got one job in here.
Ball 4, so Tristan Brown disciplined, finds himself on board with a walk, and Jordan Leon will step in.
Go Jordan. Whoa.
And danger down on the third base side as Jordan Leon pulls it foul to
Trust your hand.
the opposition's dugout. And the count is 0-1. Leon just looking for a knock. Line drives his friend at this point in time. The 0-1 pitch. And Leon chases it low. Strategy here.
Go Jordan.
And I think they're going to back into second base over there, potentially.
Only takes one out.
We'll see what happens. An 0-2 count. And a ball's upstairs, and the count goes to 1-2. We're now knocking on 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Spin move, no throw over as Perez will step off.
Go Jordan.
And Leon takes a cut, fouls it straight back.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Ball outside, the count goes to 2-2.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Nobody batter. Nobody batter.
Go Jordan.
And a ball's out, the count goes full at 3-2.
Win it. You got this.
That barrel out there.
And swing and a miss outside, Leon. And a strikeout with one out, and Victoria will step in. So the prospects still in good shape here, but this is an important inning for them with runners at first and second. They need to manufacture a run here to get even. We're in the 5th frame.
Go Monster.
And a ball called at the plate, and another visit out to the mound as the clock is ticking. The count is 1-0.
Anything close. Tail. Let's go, monsters. No.
Ball out, the count goes even to 2-2.
Let's go Monster.
takes one, huh? Back fastball draws. Good.
And Victorio fouls it off. And the count holds it 2-2. On deck, Easton O'Quinn.
Trust yourself. Trust yourself.
And a strikeout there, and Easton O'Quinn will step in, and another visit out to the mound. Well, we're ready to go here with Easton O'Quinn stepping in, and runners at first and second. Tristan Brown over on the first base side, and Manavong over at second. O'Quinn will step in.
Aggressive here, huh? Jump on a fastball.
And a ball's popped up out of play. And a ball is low, and the count goes to 1-1.
Go Easton.
One out now. One out now.
And a ball's popped up behind us, and the count goes to 1-2. 2:07.
Relax, relax. Trust yourself. Trust yourself.
So a couple minutes remaining here, and O'Quinn with a 1-2 count on him, looking for a knock and stepping off. O'Quinn deep to left field. That ball is gone! And Easton O'Quinn, are you kidding me? A shot for the ages. Easton O'Quinn delivers the punch. So Easton O'Quinn, so a 3-run shot.
There's a minute left.
And the score is 4-2. That's ball game. So the Prospects and Easton O'Quinn. What an outstanding matchup by two great organizations. The Raw Talent Baseball Club looked like they had this thing in the books with 2 outs, a 1-2 count, and Easton O'Quinn delivers the punch.
Yes.
What a great matchup here. And again, congratulations to the Raw Baseball Talent Club, a fine organization, and the Prospects. They do it and walk it off. Time expired. The Prospects end up winning this one 4-2. Sportsmanship prevails. That's really what it's about at the end of the day. And of course, the Prospects, they make it to the title matchup. The show coming up next. I'll bring it to you live. Chris Allard with the call. The 2025 Perfect Game Cinco de Mayo tournament. The Prospects, they go to the finals. We'll bring it to you live. This one's in the books for now. Special thanks to Ken, our head umpire, and Chris. And of course, behind things, Ethan from Perfect Game, keeping things in check. Thank you so much. We'll be back for the championships.